What it do? What it do? How we doing, boys and girls? UFC Bonfim versus Belal Muhammad is very nearly upon us. I believe it's about an hour away from the prelim openers. How's everyone doing? I'm going to be real, but I'm not going to be here for the whole card anyway. I'm going to be hanging around probably until the prelims kick off, maybe a little bit into them, and we'll see how things go. But like I said, it's been a little while since I've hung around, so we'll come for a little chin wag. So here we go. Here we go. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend, a wonderful day wherever you are. As always, it's a pleasure. Pleasure to be here. I know what some of you are going to say. You're going to start giving it to me. JPL, how you doing, man? Finally remember to get my Silk Pajamas picks in. Shout out to silkpajamas.vip. Got no chance of winning, but, we'll see. Throw a little something together. Trying to fight companion Mogme. Doesn't take much, does it really, mate? Are you even online? I didn't know that. I'm not doing a fight companion. I'm just gonna do a little pre muck around, have a little chat with the boys. How you doing, Jack Beats? What's good, man? And then piss off and get on with my life. Really, I'm gonna go for a little run tonight, as I've been doing every day for the last month. I've been like, what's the word? Cardio maxing. Joking. I'm sorry that Belal is gonna win. I think Belal's gonna win as well. I think this is a tailor-made matchup for him. I don't think the Bonfims have more than a round worth of explosion, and I think Belal's a very, very hard man to finish. I could see Belal teabagging his way to a decision, to be perfectly honest. Frankie goon maxing while stream mogging Gilly. Well, I've got 8 people in here. Don't know how many Gilly's got going on, but that's hard to compete with. Do you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not live, and how dare you? I had a huge one last Saturday. A huge what? I did actually pop in and saw that it was very busy for a while there. And then people realized what a cunt you were and disappeared. I'm just playing. I'm not playing. I am playing, I'm joking. Your numbers have always been pretty decent, so shout out to you, man. Ash, how you doing, bro? What's good? What is good? I'm looking forward to just you're not live for another hour. Shout out, man. Yeah, this is why I always go on like before the card, because I can't enjoy the card and like I can't watch it and live stream unless like I'm doing a panel type thing. And to be fair, when we did the Strickland card, that was beautiful because it was the 3 of us. It went by really, really smoothly, really quickly. Couldn't complain really. But doing it alone is like not the one. How you doing? Oh, it was good, man. How are you? How are things in your neck of the woods? Iwo is fighting Junior Tafa. Bro is getting another first round KO. We're gonna see how much fight IQ Iwo has, because if he grabs Junior Tafa earlier and dunks him, he's gonna make light work of him. But if he gets into a firefight, he might get chinned. Because Junior Tafa is very, very limited, but he can bang. He can bang. And I actually give Junior Tafa some degree of love, because he looked like a fat tub of lard, let's be honest. Let's call him what he is. And he turned up one day and was just like looking really trimmed down. So respect to him for showing dedication to the game, unlike his fat, useless brother. Thailand finna be lit. It's gonna be amazing, bro. Assuming that it goes off. I mean, I'm still I've got everything sorted, but there's a spanner that might be getting thrown in the works, but it will just mean that I've got to throw the tickets in the bin. I won't be able to refund it or anything. Brother finally growing a beard at 47. I actually shaved the mustache. I was getting the piss taken out of me at work for having what is pretty much an entry level facial hair. But I've always been honest about that. My low T, apparently. Still get a boner in the morning though, so explain that. But yeah, finally growing a tiny little beard. It looks a little bit thicker in real life, to be fair. How you doing, Scott? 32 Hot. What's up, fellas? Hope you're having a great Saturday too. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I'm having a good one, man. I'm looking forward to this card, kind of, as much as you can. You know, it's a weird one, yeah, because I've kind of put a little bit of money on Belal, but I want him to get beaten up. It's a weird one. Ewo is a solid grappler. I think grappling is his main base, and we all know that Junior Tafa, Tubby Tafa, has none. He's got literally no he's got no grappling, no get up game. So the blueprint is out there, but I do love myself a little Tubby Tafa, you know. How you doing, Crossover? What's good, man? Shout out to you. I don't know if you've been live streaming the NBA finals, but I need to jump onto them. I missed the first two because obviously I was working. But looks like the series is kind of over. Say what? Let me know what's up later. No, I'm still going to be going, but there's a very small spanner in the works. I'll explain it to you a little bit later. But it's still like 99% sure that I'm going to be going. Shout out to Crossover MMA. He's been covering American rugby, as we call it now. He's been covering the NBA finals, doing a lot of good stuff with Jax, who obviously got me into the live streaming. So subscribe to Crossover MMA. Great dude. Mogs us all, like literally. We have 1 week left from UFC Freedom 250. Is it that soon? Do you think the French fuck would win on American soil? Also, what do you think of Aspinall probably asking for his release? Eddie Hearn is fucking up Tom Aspinall's career, which we kind of knew he would. I think Eddie Hearn kind of sees it as a win-win, which it's not. He seems to think he can get the UFC to either pay Aspinall more or let him go, and then he can just bring him into. I think what Eddie Hearn has said to Tom Aspinall is, look, we'll ask for more money. If they say yes, you've got more money. If they say no, we'll get you some boxing fights and get you the money anyway. Whereas what he doesn't understand is the UFC can just go no and then offer him fights, which Tom will keep refusing. And then they'll just have him by the balls. This looks like a terrible move for him. Frankie, the Knicks are about to win the NBA championship this week, and New York is going to burn. I'm kind of worried for my daughter because those fans are next level insane. I've been saying it, but they are a fan base that's obviously starved, absolutely starved for success, and I kind of hope they get it done. As somebody who likes to vote for go for the underdog, I really hope New York gets it over the line. I like San Antonio though. I think he's drawn a lot of eyes back to the sport. But I think Wemby's gonna win some championships. I mean, he's improving every single year. This might be the last chance saloon for New York, a one and done type situation. So I hope they do it. Frankie, if you can't go, I'll take your tickets. I want to fight a Muay Thai fight against a drunk local. Be careful with them Thai people, man. They'll fuck you up. They will fuck you up. It's the Knicks, bro. They can still fuck this up. It's going to be hard for them to fuck it up at this point. They've pretty much got to win one of their 2 games at home. The way that I see it, from what I've seen from the highlights in the series here, the Spurs are going to have to find they're going to have to change things up and find a winning formula out of nowhere. Because right now, the Knicks just have them beat. Eddie Hearn is still rightfully hurt over the Ben guy that Zuffa poached. Who gives a fuck about what's his name again? Nigel Benn. Who cares? Conor Ben. Conor Ben is not a marketable guy. No one gives a fuck. How you doing, Debeats? What's good, man? Love you too, bro. How is life without Bodak's head in your closet? Sex life has gone back in the toilet again, bro. Smashing as Bodak was really doing me. It was really getting my juices flowing again. By the way, those stains that are all over the mask are purely coincidental. It was like that when I got it. Apologies. Send me the bill. But how you doing, Bodak? What's good, man? Shout out to Bodak, who's going to be making a comeback soon. I'm not sure exactly when it is, but it's every day. It's obviously getting closer. How you doing, Ollie? What's good, my guy? The Knicks are on a 13-game win streak. The Knicks head coached for the Spurs and knows their playbook. The series is going to be over soon, I believe. It's Mike Brown who manages the Knicks, right? I remember when Mike Brown was assistant at the Warriors, and he was amazing there. Because I used to be a big Warriors fan. Couldn't give a fuck anymore. But no, if the Knicks can close this out and sweep the Spurs, which they could do, it's already a historic. They've won like something like 7 or 8 road games in a row or something in the playoffs. That shit is unheard of. Genuinely. Imagine Zuffa putting 20 million on that Ben guy. Zuffa boxing is probably a money laundering scheme. Yeah, I mean, there's Saudi money all over that bitch. There's no other way of putting it. But Zuffa boxing's never going to be a success. As much as they want to push it, it's never going to work. Is your daughter excited about the Knicks? She's buzzing, man. She got on the Knicks. She became a Knicks bandwagoner. I think it was last season or the season before when they got to the conference semi-finals, and there was a growing belief that the Knicks might actually do it. So she got on it then. So I imagine they must be, man, the partying over there is going to be something else. How you doing, Chrissy? What's good? Shout out to you. The Knicks currently have the second longest playoff win streak in NBA history. I'm assuming the Warriors was the first, right? When they went 16-1. When they got Durant in the first season. I mean, it was almost unfair. It was. Like, I enjoyed every NBA championship that they won, but that one was kind of stinky. Competition's very, very important. But the Knicks have been amazing. And for them to not just win it, but to do it in the fashion that they're doing it in, is highly impressive. I hope they go on and do it. New York as a city, though, is going to be in serious trouble if they do win, because they're mad. Frank, will you be visiting your sis in Thailand? She's currently not there at the moment. She came home like kind of recently. So she's been at home. The mask is sprayed with pheromones harvested from Ron Jeremy himself. That explains the kick to your sex drive. Either way, man, you know, whatever it was, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, the 15 straight was crazy. What's impressing me about the Knicks run is the 15 games or whatever it is, or the 14 games is fucking impressive. It's the away games, man. And they've come up against, well, here's the thing. They played Detroit. Who did they play? They didn't play Detroit. They played Atlanta. They played the Cavaliers in the finals, who were pretty much shot at that point. Who else did they beat? I can't remember. Who cares? They've done amazingly well. And to win 2 games in San Antonio, very, very impressive. But yeah, Bodak, thanks for the year boost, man. My life is now ruined once again. My mojo is completely gone. Gutting. It looks like most people are going for Belal Muhammad in this one. I actually agree with it. Frankie, I've been playing Europa Universalis 4 a lot recently. I played as Walichala and wiped out the Ottoman Empire and French Empire. Do you think I'm hating too much? Not at all. I would say you're not hating enough. Is that like a civilization type game? I've never heard of it. Autist, that's impressive. I hope Knicks get it. Their fans deserve it. Bro, they haven't won a championship in like 50 years. They deserve it. 76ers was it as well. The 76ers were pretty much shot as well. It wasn't the most impressive run in the East. They should have probably beat Atlanta in 4. How does one harvest from Ron Jeremy? I mean, his seed is all over the place. It's hard. It's hard to not stumble on that guy's jizz. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's incredibly impressive, and I really like Jalen Brunson. He is what I would describe as like the antithesis of what people see NBA stars to be. You know, he plays through injuries. He doesn't flop. You know, he's not a massive man. Shout out, he's just a very likable character, and he's got a little bit of banter to him as well. Is Bodak trapped in the closet? Nah, he got out, man. He got out and went home, unfortunately. I had a hold of that Bodak mask longer than Bodak did. I could see the relief on his face when he got it back. Genuinely. Yes, Europa Universalis is like a Sims kind of game based on the 13th century kingdoms and empires. Good stress reliever, especially when you hate a nation too much. I mean, that sounds right up my alley because I pretty much hate everyone. So I'm pretty much down for it. Jasper won't let him out. Exactly. Am I just being gay by feeling guilty for watching the UFC Freedom 250 event given the tiny hat influence? The thing is, yeah, as farcical of an event as it is, and it is a bit of an embarrassment, we're all going to watch it. It's kind of a you have to be there moment. It's going to be huge. Somebody asked me earlier on if they think Cyril Gane's going to win the main event. I actually think he is. I think he's going to beat Alex Pereira. I do. I think he pieces him up and finishes him in like the 3rd round. That's what I'm going for. I think Gane is way more comfortable in his heavyweight frame. And Alex Pereira looks like a fat slob, to be honest. I think Alex Pereira is going to gas really quickly, and I don't think he's going to be quick enough to get to Cyril Gane. This is my worry. So I think Cyril Gane beats him fairly convincingly. And I hate to say it because I hate that French cheese muncher, that white flag wearer. Not feeling any hype for the White House card, to be honest. It's like, bro, I'm totally with you, man. I completely forgot that it was on next week. I couldn't give a fuck, but I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. There's some great fights on there. Like Diego Lopez and Steve Garcia, for example. Absolute banger. We're going to get Josh Hockett versus Derek Lewis. I mean, for those... I mean, I know the little hat wearers are ruining the whole thing, but we're going to watch it, aren't we? We're going to put our little hat hating to the side for an event. And we're just going to enjoy the fights themselves. Poatan is going to chew that leg up and flatline him with a check hook. Bet your kids on it, Frankie. Nah, I don't think he will. I think Gane, as much of an annoying cunt as Gane is, yeah, he's more comfortable at heavyweight. I think he's going to be too quick for him. I think he's going to be too elusive. I want Hockett to spaz out. Mate, it's a guarantee. I think Hockett might get chinned. Because if he goes wading in like a mongoloid, like he did against Curtis Blades, he's going to get his head knocked off. If he does a little bit... But I think Hockett has got such hype behind him now. I think he's going to be scared to wrestle. So he might go for the old... If Hockett wins, he probably proved himself to be a worthy top 5 contender. He kind of is already. I mean, I thought the Curtis Blades fight could have gone either way. I mean, if you picked Curtis Blades to win at the end, nobody could have complained. If you picked Hockett, nobody could have complained. But Curtis Blades is no scrub. Is he in the like he is? We all know that heavyweight's a little bit weird. You kind of got the top 3, and then everything else beneath it is kind of... You've got the top 3, then you've got like Volkov and Blades, who are like in a rung of their own, and then you've got a whole load of scrubs that don't matter. I think Hockett's kind of in that company, that sort of Curtis Blades, Volkov company. I think. Gane has only lost to Prime Ngannou and John Jones. He's very underrated. And as much as some of us didn't like to admit it, he was beating Tom Aspinall. He was beating him to the punch. He was too quick. Belal by I ain't spat bars for a sec. I've been sat in bars for a sec. Shout out to you, Jensen. What's good, bro? Yeah, I think Belal's going to win by teabag. By 25 minute. I'm going to say 20-minute teabag. I think Bonfim's going to have a good first round. And then Belal's going to take over and beat him up. Bonfim has no cardio. And if you don't believe me, yeah, watch the fight that he had with Nicholas Dalby. He had an amazing first round, and then Dalby just drowned him, beat him up. Autist, he definitely got gifted that win over Volkov. I mean, that was a horrendous robbery, but Volkov is elite as well. On any given day, you can lose to a Volkov. Volkov's beaten everyone. He's beaten Pavlovich. He's beaten... Well, he should have beaten Lewis. Volkov is a very hard out, 100%. Belal via halal alhamdulillah. That's how I'm trying to spell it. I want to see Hockett fight either Waldo or Pavlovich if he wins. Pavlovich would beat him up, I think. I think Pavlovich would knock his head off. Because Hockett won't be able to go to the wrestling because Pavlovich is just way too big. Pavlovich would knock it. If Pavlovich... And Hockett's way too open. If you want to see Hockett die, then put him in against Pavlovich. I think with Hockett, what you do is you make fun ones. Make some fun ones. Because the way he fights here, he's eventually going to get flatlined. But the great thing about Hockett is, yeah, he's got no brain cells to destroy. He's fucking retarded. So is it possible to... This is the age-old question. Is it possibly... You know, if a tree falls down in the... If a tree falls down in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound? It's the same analogy when we're talking about Hockett and brain cells and can he be knocked out? Brutal, devastating 49-46 decision. Exactly. Teabag and decision all the way. And I hope he does it because I've actually thrown some money on him this time. How you doing, Cybercop? What's good, man? If the same Poatan shows up that showed up in the Magomed rematch, it's going to be a tough night for Gon. Gon is a very big, elusive heavyweight that's really good at striking. I think his takedown defense is going to hold up. I don't think Alex is going to go to that. I think it's going to be striking. And we'll see. Maybe they should have a BMF belt in every weight class. Because having just one floating about and seeing as Charles just basically killed it, either put it in the bin or just have one in every weight class. Or fuck the BMF thing. Just call it BMF, but have it like stand-up only rules. No wrestling allowed. No clinching allowed. Bonfim one fight ago should have lost to Old Man Wonderboy. That was a robbery. It was a very contentious decision. I'll put it that way. But Bonfim looked fucking horrendous against He looked horrendous against Dalby. Horrendous. So I don't trust Bonfim. And I still think Belal is tough. He's taken enough time off. Belal's got very decent striking. His cardio's off the charts. I think Bonfim's only chance is to finish Belal in the first 2 rounds. And if he doesn't get a finish, Belal's just going to drag him into deep water and drown him. 1 BMF per weight class makes way more sense. I completely agree with you. That's the direction I would go in. But then make like specific rules for it. Don't just say, oh yeah, here's the BMF. Say, this is striking only. This is stand and bang only. You grab, you lose a point. Gon is very fast. I'm with you, Chrissy. A lot of people are sleeping on Gon. I love Alex Pereira. And the thing is, yeah, it feels like we have a potential GOAT mover here. You know, if Alex Pereira can get the win, we're talking GOAT. Conversation might be over. And I mean combat sports GOAT. I think Gon will be bigger once they face off fight night in the cage right before the fight. Like I'm talking muscle mass and girth. No Jones. Cyril Gon is not just, he's a lean, big welterweight. Like, I mean, he's a shredded, big heavyweight. Sorry. I think he's going to win. It feels too good to be true if Pereira were to win. He looks like he looks like he's done what John Jones did and just got fat, just eaten. I think his cardio is going to be affected. I think his speed is going to be affected. And Cyril Gon's going to go in the best version of himself. I firmly believe. No Jones, baby. But yeah, I agree with Cybercop. I think Gon's too good to... Did you coin that? I wish I had. I'd love to have come up with that. It was a guru spectacular. That's a guru special right there. Did any of you lot catch the race video that Guru did? I'm currently going through it. It's fucking amazing. It makes sense now as to why he's disappeared for a week and a half, because he clearly put a lot of research into that. I'm not ready to comment on it too yet, but I'm about halfway through. If you guys haven't seen the race tier list that Guru's doing, unbelievable. I don't ever see Gon losing like he did against Jones. He's never been effortlessly submitted like this in the past. It stinks of took a dive, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think they paid his French ass off, genuinely. I think Dana went, look, let him win. We'll sort you out later. Unlimited. And here's like a, you know how they give you like a Starbucks card for like free coffees? They gave him one for like title shots. And they went, you can cash in 10 title fights whenever you want if you just take a fucking, you know, let yourself get destroyed. Because it looked really suspicious. I know Jones is amazing, but it just looked wrong on every level. On every level. Just a reminder, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting like on the stream, I'd very much appreciate it. As you know, it helps to push the video out a little bit. And I'm barely here anymore, so I need all the help I can get. So the rare occasion when I do turn up, you boys need to fucking molest the shit out of that like button. Tinos, how you doing, brother? I'm waiting to hear your words of wisdom. I cannot wait to hear what you've got to say about the main event. It's not an amazing card. It's not an amazing card, but it will do. It will do. Not much, man. I've been chilling most of the week, been relaxing, spending time with the family, getting some work done, the usual business. The Cousin Mountains group was fucking hilarious. And what was it? The boys in arms or whatever. And he just, yeah. He put a lot of research into that. And the guy was spitting facts. I'm sorry to say. It was the tier list that we all needed to see. But I think Guru's entering his I don't give a fuck even more arc, which is amazing. Frankie, not gonna lie, I have to study on the next weekend for my resit exam. I won't be able to watch the White House card. It's dark, man. But that's dedication, man. The thing is, yeah, I don't think. I mean, you're gonna find out what happened. You'll be able to go back and watch it. It'll be impossible to like media black out your way through it because it's gonna be everywhere, whatever happens. The boys, bro, we need a Bryce Mitchell win. The boys and co, we need Bryce to be back with a bang. I love Bryce Mitchell as well. I think he's gonna get it done. I don't even know who the cunt is that he's fighting. So I've put a little coin on Bryce as well. I haven't bet too much this weekend. I just put on a little $20. Nothing too major. Guru is the real deal. I mean, bro, that video was insane. 3 hours, and the way that the amount of research he put into it was crazy. You like love him or hate him. You got to appreciate. My dumbass missed the exam in January, so I have to retake it. What, did you just oversleep or something? Man, that is based as fuck. I would never have the balls to miss an exam. I never did anything like that. I was a bit of a goody two-shoes in school. Well, in terms of studying anyway. I was kind of the class clown, but then I would study when I was at home. In Jesus' name, Bryce will get the W. We need this, man. I'm with you, Connor, man. I think Bryce grabs him and fucking ragdolls him. Spam that like button, everyone. Show Frank some love. He doesn't even monetize the channel. Exactly, man. I don't. Is this my son? Hello? Oh, no, he's not coming in. Whilst that being said, 49-46 Belal, trust me, that's what I think. I think Bonfim gets the first round, and then I think Belal just dominates from there. What do you think is next for Tom Aspinall? Absolutely nothing. I think he gets stuck in purgatory. I think the UFC keep offering him fights. He keeps turning them down. And then he doesn't get a boxing fight, and he ends up ruining his entire career. Farm strength plus Jesus. Luna's cooked 100%. Connor just nailed it. There's no chance he overcomes those odds. I mean, Luna looks fairly shredded, but Bryce is going to be thick and has that farm boy strength for bantamweight. I think he's going to be amazing. Overslept. I'm mad. I've got to say, man, I'm impressed. I've never missed an exam in me life. I've missed flights before by oversleeping and over smashing. Do you know what I'm saying? Couldn't take my dick out. Kept going. Frankie used to sell weed in preschool. No comment. You're actually not that far off the mark there. Do you think he's still recovering from the eye injury? I think he's milking it. I don't even like Tom Aspinall. I'll be honest with you. I think he's a very good fighter, but people are starting to forget about that now because it's been a hot minute before we've seen, you know, like when when we saw that run he went on where he dusted Blades, where he dusted Pavlovich, that felt like ages ago. Who have you got, Alan or Shahbazyan? Well, it is the battle of the Tards, yeah. I think Alan's gonna win. I genuinely do. Shahbazyan is a fucking spastic. I know Brendan Allen is as well, but I just think he's got more in the toolkit. I can see Shahbazyan winning the fight, making a mistake, and then getting strangled. That's what I think is going to happen. I never miss important stuff, I swear. I believe you. You overslept, man. Eddie Hearn is so delusional to think Tom will be a star in boxing. He's a good grappler with decent wrestling. The thing is, though, it would be appealing for Tom Aspinall because whether he's a star or not, the bottom line is he could comfortably get 15 million, 20 million off one fight. He's not going to see that in his entire UFC run. So it makes sense for him to try it. The problem is he's under contract. He's got 2 fights left, and the UFC can just dick him around. They can say, all right, you're fighting in the Apex on next week, and they've offered him a fight. And then they can just say, no, you're fighting in fucking Timbuktu 5 weeks from now. And he keeps turning it down, but then they've offered him fights, and he keeps his contract rolling. The UFC have set up their contract. I mean, look, let's put it this way, yeah. Conor McGregor cannot get out of his fucking contract. He can't. And look at the resources he's got under his disposal. Eddie Hearn's fucking his career. And Eddie Hearn does not understand the UFC game at all. Did you see Terrence McKinney versus Bobby Green is set for the McGregor card? I saw that. It's looking like a Bobby Green slime out, to be honest. I think Bobby Green's going to get killed in there, but McKinney's a weird one. I do love a little bit of B-on-B violence, I'm not going to lie. Aspinall is hanging out with Eddie Hall more than trying to make a comeback. It's bizarre. Hanging out with Rico, hanging out with Eddie Hall. I'm sick of Tom Aspinall. My sympathy for him is long since dried up. I could not give a shit. Yeah, that's true, but he's going to get smoked in boxing. He will. But but the thing is, though, he's playing it kind of smart because he's saying, I'm not good at boxing. The boxers are, so he's kind of selling himself, you know. He's keeping it honest. You know? He knows he's going to get beaten up. But who cares if he gets out at over 20 million? He's probably getting $500,000 for every UFC fight. $500,000 maximum. Maybe $1 million. It's not like generational money. It's not like, you know, retire from the sport money. You know, it's not your kids and your kids' kids are sorted for the rest of their lives money. $1 million gets you nowhere these days. Nowhere. And, you know, he's getting older and older by the second. The problem is the game that he's playing, Dana White hates Eddie Hearn, and he will spite Tom Aspinall through that. And Eddie Hearn's a scumbag. He's gonna end up fucking up Tom Aspinall's career. Tom Aspinall is gonna be one of those cautionary tales where we all look back and we say, do you know what? This is how you ruin your career. Could have been one of the greats, absolutely fumbled it. Honestly, I don't think Tom wants a long career in pro fighting. 2-3 decent paid. I agree with Caravaggio. I think he's on the same thing. Don't get me wrong here. He looks like a brain donor and he looks like he smells. But I reckon he's got common sense about him. I reckon he's thinking, get out of there as quickly as you can. Get the money. Get the fuck out. And money is way more important than legacy because it doesn't matter how well you do. People are always going to disagree. Like, for me, that's what it would come down to. Don't get me wrong. Having longevity and having people talk about you for years to come is important. But it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna be paying your bills, keeping you living nice. It's not gonna matter. You get that money while you can get it. And the thing is, the two usually come hand in hand. If you're out there fucking destroying guys, you're gonna make your bank as well. He needs to shut the fuck up and fight, as far as I'm concerned. But Conor's got a point. Money comes first, but the thing is, if you're, like I said, if you're doing things right, you'll get both. So the last 3 heavyweight champions have been a scammer, an abuser, and an annoying Brit. Yeah, pretty much. I've got no sympathy left for Tom Aspinall. I couldn't give a fuck what he does from here on out. And he's got a very wet personality as well. I'm not a fan personally. I'm a fan of the fighter, but that's becoming a distant memory, how good he was. I'm certainly not a fan of the personality. He looks like he's got swamp ass as well. Habib said legacy and still scammed people. So money is everything. Money can't buy happiness, but it can surely buy stuff that can make you happy. What money does is it takes away a lot of day-to-day problems. It does. Happiness comes from within, don't get me wrong. But if you've got money, you can eliminate some of those situations that will cause you angst. I can't make the poll go away in the chat box. Hang on a second. Do you know what? Yeah, just for you, mate. Just for you, I'm going to fucking get rid of it because that would piss me off. Give me a second. Give your boy a minute. I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, my throat is cooked. Hang on a second. I'm gonna get rid of it now. It looks like people are thinking Belal Muhammad's going to win out of it. There you go. I've ended the poll. Hopefully, never hold hands. It is gone. Lane, how you doing? Lane, you've been on a bit of a hot streak recently. What you got for the main event? And I assume you're chomping at the bit to get some of those World Cup bids in. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate it. Good to have you here. Never hold hands. Great name, by the way. Always good to have you here. Yeah, that would have fucking pissed me off as well. Both are important, but legacy means so much more. The thing is, if you can obviously harvest both, damn right you do it. But if people are still talking about you when you're dead, who gives a fuck? But it's something to enjoy later on in life, you know? No worries, man. Yeah, I ended it. By the way, Frankie, did you watch the summer showcase for games? They have a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. Resident Evil Code Veronica is fucking amazing. I played it again recently. That game holds up. It's one of those games there from the older generation that still keeps its longevity. I've been playing... So, hang on a second. I got... Do you know what? I can't be bothered to get it down. I got the Claire Obscure Mirror Edition. What have I been playing on? I've gone back to playing Claire Obscure again. What else have I been playing? I've started actually using my VR headset as well. I've been getting in on it. And my son's been playing with it as well. So I suddenly just got a little bit of a, you know, like a taste for doing VR again. I thought the Eddie Hearn bit was good, throwing things back in Dana's face to make him sound ridiculous in the media. But the moment he started withholding activity, I was lost. Bro, 100%. Tinos, that is a fantastic fucking parlay, mate. The only thing, yeah, I would maybe stay away from the Ewo one because he's a very heavy favorite. And if he's standing bangs, he might get chinned. At 4-1, I've got the exact same parlay. I think McGhee's going to mog. I think Allen's going to win. I think Belal's going to win. Frankie, how many delicious white Monster energy drinks do you drink every day? I've never even had one, you know. Do I look like the type that bangs out energy drinks? I genuinely haven't, you know. Genuinely never had an energy. I had a Red Bull once. Didn't really like it. Not really for me. Not for me at all. Alexander the Great gave away everything he won in conquest to his men. That's how he became the GOAT. Exactly. Crazy to think how young that guy was as well. Bit of a zesty motherfucker, but that makes him more terrifying. You're on Bonfim today. I don't blame you for it. It does feel like a bit of a coin flip because the thing is, Belal Muhammad is an old cunt. So he could get chinned. It's bound, and we've seen him get chinned before. So it could, and Bonfim does have a little bit of power in his hands. He is the better athlete. I think Bonfim's going to overwhelm him at the beginning, and he's going to have a window to get Belal out of there. It's just a question of whether he gets it done or not. But I don't blame the pit. I am going for... I'm not going for... I want Belal to lose, but I'm picking him. I think he's going to get it done. I'm trying to get my 55-year-old. Your mother's 55 years old. Damn. Very young. Maybe I just dislike Belal that much, though. We all dislike Belal. None of us like Belal. Bent-nosed fucking wanker. I've got Belal, Allen, Bryce, Brito, and Silva 25 for $400. That is amazing, you know. I might have to touch that, you know. The thing is, though, even with the Brito one, yeah, I don't trust him. And I'm a big fan of our zesty friend. I just am. Because I told you this before, yeah. Oh fucking hell. I swear to God I'm going senile, you know. What's his name again? Jordan Leavitt. Jordan Leavitt has Jordan Leavitt has an MMA, not an MMA. He has a YouTube channel and he talks about reading books here. And I talk to him from time to time. He's a lovely bloke. Shahbazyan looks reptilian. Shahbazyan has the weirdest body I've ever seen. He's got that weird breastbone. Morales or Gary? I think Gary at this stage of his career. I think Morales, if he is propped up in the right way and not pushed too early, I can see him being a serious problem. The problem is I think they're going to push him too fast. They still haven't confirmed Gary and Makhachev, so it could end up being Morales. Either of them probably deserve a title shot. I'd probably side with Gary, as much of an annoying little cuck he is. Yeah, Leavitt has his own YouTube channel, and it's really wholesome. He like reviews books. He wears like this fucking hooded cape, this druid cape. And he interacts with a lot of his followers. I'm talking to Leavitt about books, swear to God. He doesn't mention anything about MMA on his YouTube channel. Nothing about it. He doesn't engage with it whatsoever. He's a very articulate guy. Who do you think is top 3 for the World Cup? I'm going with France, Spain, and Portugal. I would have as the top 3. I think Spain, even though France are Africa FC, as I called them in my last live stream, that pissed off a lot of people. Came across as a little bit racist, but you know, we take risks. I think a European team's going to win it, and I think the European team that can acclimatize to the heat best are going to be the ones to get it done, and I think that would be Spain. Spain are phenomenal, and they are not going to mind the heat. In fact, they're going to love it. I hope USA gets fucked respectfully. Don't worry, they will. They're playing a friendly today, and I'm sure it's going to gas up a lot of... Oh, they lost to Germany. I'm glad I didn't put a bet on that one because I was very close to... Because it was a friendly, I was going to do America to either win or draw, and I'm glad that I didn't. I think Argentina are too aged. I do. I think that squad is too old. I think Leavitt is an interesting person to talk to or pick his brain. I don't think I'd market myself the way he chooses to, though. I mean, the guy is clearly a fudge packer. And I mean that with all due respect. I can't imagine him getting down with a woman. He claims to have a wife and like kids and stuff, but I don't get that vibe from him at all. He reminds me of Chase Hooper in that way. You know, he's like an amazing husband, but he's like, he never fucks me. You know, he started sleeping in the spare bedroom. You know? He comes back late at night and he's walking funny. He gives me that kind of vibe. I don't watch football like that, but I want Portugal to win so badly. I don't want Portugal to win because I hate Cristiano Ronaldo. Absolute cunt. I can't stand him. He's the most arrogant piece of shit I've ever seen. Ronaldo's the kind of guy, if he played like 10 minutes of football in the whole tournament, he would expect to be named MVP of the whole tournament. He is the most, like, he gets upset when other people score goals. He's just a wanker. He's all about himself. All he cares about is his legacy. And that's why Portugal haven't won fuck all. Brazil is fucked this year, unfortunately. Neymar already hurt. Neymar's been cooked for years, though. Neymar, really and truly, Lane, Neymar should not have even been in the squad. And the only reason he's in the squad is because the Brazilian fans would have rioted. And Ancelotti, if he didn't put Neymar in the squad and they got knocked out at any stage, they would have turned on him and said, "Oh, it's because you didn't pick Neymar," even though Neymar is fucking washed. How you doing, Zen? Yo, what's good, man? Filthy Frank, I like it. We have a very decent team right now. You mean America? No, you don't. No, you don't. The only reason America are going to do all right is because you've got home advantage, and there'll be a lot of questionable decisions. America will get to the quarterfinals and they'll try and scum their way through. But even though they'll have the ref on their side for every single game, they'll come up against somebody half decent in the quarterfinals and lose marginally by getting every result in their favor. There's no fucking way America's getting any further than the quarterfinals. And it will be scumbagging all the way through. The home nations always get favorable advantage. I mean, you've got a way better team than you have in times gone by, but there are literally 12 nations with way better squads than you. How you doing, Batman? What's good, man? Great Dave. He's no Gary Mabbott. You damn right, sir. But he leans into it a lot. I don't really care. It just couldn't be me. I'm with you with that as well. I'll start using that when I'm pounding your mum, Frankie. You're welcome to have a pop, bro. She'd probably appreciate it. 74 years old, you know, she's got dementia. You know, have a crack, mate. You have my blessing. Wouldn't mind seeing a smile on the old dear. Do you know what I mean? How come America is only playing one game per week? Why is it so spaced out? Because they've allowed even more people into the tournament than usual. Usually, I think it's 32, and they've made it 46. So it's now going to be a 3.5 week tournament when it's usually 2 weeks. So there's going to be a lot of games. And the thing is, they've kind of taken the jeopardy out of it because in the group stages, get this here, there's 4 teams in every group stage. And in most group stage, the top 3 teams go through. It's almost fucking pointless. They might as well just go straight to the knockouts. Just get straight to it. Nah, she'd remember. Sorry, that's dark. I hope she would. I mean, she's not at the later stages of dementia, so, you know, I'm all for it, mate. She might have dementia, but she won't sure forget my D. What's with the hostility, bro? I gave your mum nothing but good wishes, and now you're talking about dicking down my mum. What kind of scumbag are you? Only if you turn the lights off, 100%. Actually, with that face. Otis, did you hear that Trump and his friends will personally be making billions from the World Cup? I mean, the thing is that the World Cup will be fun. It will. All the drama outside of it with the expensive tickets and all that shit, it's going to be an enjoyable event, you know? People will get into it. The World Cup is a very special. It's the biggest tournament in the world, hands down. And even though FIFA are doing everything in their power to try and fumble it and ruin it, it still is what it is. Who you got for Belal Bonfim? I've got Belal by teabag decision. I think he gets smacked around like a pinata for the first round, and then he starts to take over and drowns Bonfim. Bonfim ain't got no cardio for 3 rounds, let alone 5. Have you spoken about Tom Aspinall yet? Well, yeah, we have. He's fumbling his career as we speak. Eddie Hearn doesn't have his best interests at heart, or Eddie Hearn is playing this extremely wrong and doesn't understand how the game is. Genuinely. He's going to ruin Tom Aspinall's career. But Aspinall's doing it to himself as well. He should be telling him, "Nah, man, that's not how we're going to do it." But yeah, Jason Francis, I've got Belal winning by decision. I just think he's too durable and his cardio is too good for Bonfim. But yeah, Tom Aspinall, first of all, he's fumbling his career, and secondly, I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care what happens to him at this stage. He can ruin his career. I'm fed up with him. The eye injury was years ago. He's clearly, well, not years ago, but long enough time ago. He's clearly milking it at this point. I don't give a shit. NYC is going to be fucking packed though, and train ticket prices are skyrocketing. Are there games taking place in New York? I wasn't even aware of that. Some people are pissed about that. How expensive are we talking? I mean, I've got very little sympathy, man. The underground here in London is, might as well get a taxi. That's how bad it's getting. Is there a place in the world where mutual combat to the death are permitted? Anywhere in Asia, mate. Anywhere in Asia, you're getting rid of that shit. I'd assume in Thailand it's allowed. Because in Thailand, it's like prostitution illegal, drugs illegal, fighting illegal, gambling illegal. It's literally everywhere. Everywhere in your face. They do it the best way. They say, yeah, everything's illegal. You're not allowed to do it. And then they just turn a blind eye to you doing everything. And then when they decide, they just nick you. It's amazing. Perfect system. I could see a Bryce sub, but yeah, decision is safer. I think Bryce just smothers him for 15 minutes. That's how I see that one going. Grabbing him, taking him down, beating him up a bit, but not finishing him. That's what I'd go with. Eddie Hearn thinks he can use Aspinall as a chess piece to appeal to MMA fans and turn opinion against the UFC. A really uphill battle considering most UFC fans aren't general MMA fans. You're 100% right. Nobody gives a shit. He's just using him as a spite move at the moment. And he probably thinks it's a win-win situation. We can either get him like a pay rise or we can get him into boxing. And either way, he gets more money. It's a terrible strategy. The UFC knows how to fuck with people who fuck with them. Yeah, Batman, anywhere in Asia, mate. Most MMA fans don't even like Tom. It's true. We're sick of his shit. Only the strongest comes out alive, Asian. I don't dislike Tom. I really don't. I'm sick of him. I don't care anymore. He annoys me, man. The thing is, his personality is very, very annoying. I would say that much. Oh, I just found out that the guy who played Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer died. That sucks. Anthony Head dies at age 72. What a great name. How did he snuff it? Another one from pneumonia. I'm telling you this now, guys. Whenever I hear that somebody has died from pneumonia, it means that somebody got to them. A lot of homies be dying from pneumonia complications these days. That's a fucking hit. He gets killed in boxing, of course he does, but he makes 20 million doing it. He'd make more in one fight than he would from 20 in the UFC. And that's just facts. Tom could have been a generational talent, a real babyface champ, but his career has been fumbled bad. It's been fumbled horrifically. Firstly by the UFC, and now, to be honest, by himself. Who you got for the NBA Finals, Spurs or Knicks? You got to go with Knicks now, man. They're 2-0 up. They've won 2 games on the road. Pneumonia is the new tripped and fell on a bullet, 100%. There's drugs out there now. Like there's a drug out there that sets. It's like with pneumonia and those suspicious heart attacks. The heart attacks were getting a bit too suspicious, and now it's pneumonia. It's like P. Diddy's ex died from it. A whole bunch of his enemies died from pneumonia. Bernie Mac, Nate Dogg. There's been a load of pneumonia deaths that are just straight up suspicious. They're fucking hits, I'm telling you. They are hits. A fight to the death. How brutal would that shit be, though? There are places where it happens. Even Bisping talking shit about Tom. The thing is, I don't blame him. Tom Aspinall has given up all of his sympathy now is gone. As far as I'm concerned, he's run out of time for me. He needs to get in there and fight, or I don't care anymore. Fuck Tom Aspinall, man. Yeah, the thing is, Hans. I'm gonna call you Hans. Crazy Hans. Listen, Crazy Hans. My daughter lives in New York, and she's a New York Knicks fan. And I always like to see a team that hasn't won in a long time get a victory. I'm a Newcastle fan in football. We didn't win anything for about 70 years. And it was one of the best days of my life when we finally did. I think they're too unassailable right now. It's gonna have to take San Antonio to do some major readjusting and flip the game on its head in order to get something out of it. Tom hasn't done himself any favors. I had sympathy when he got the eye poke, but now that he's aligned himself with Eddie Hearn, very stupid move, considering how much Dana hates him. And now you're refusing to fight until you get a pay rise. He should be getting more money. Absolutely. But the UFC have no incentive to give it to him. He already came out and said he was going to go in, like, head off in boxing. I think the Knicks get it done in 5. I think they go 3-0 up. I think the Spurs take 1 and then they beat them away. But 6 isn't a bad shout. Imagine being in New York when they win it. The partying's going to be off the chain. There's going to be deaths. I mean, touch wood. Nobody wants to hear that. But I'm telling you now, yeah, there are going to be some deaths. Eddie Hall is a sleaze. Sorry, Eddie Hearn is a sleazeball. Like when Conor Benn left him, the way that he was crying about it, you didn't sign the guy up to a contract. That's your fault. You didn't offer him enough money. Shut the fuck up. Stop crying. Stop whinging. Stop belly aching. You know, you little bitch. How you doing? How you doing, Gaz Ninja, by the way? How you doing, Machua? What's good, man? Tom said he's still not ready to fight a few days ago. I mean, how long is it going to take? I'm fed up now. I'm fed up. He's doing all these stupid YouTube videos. He stopped wearing glasses. Get in there and fight, you smelly pussy. He really does look like he smells as well. Was Guru's race tier list bang on? Ribovix, it was sensational. It was a work of fucking art. It was anthropology at its finest. Voting for Kamala. How bad do you hate your country? Tom's dad is insufferable as well. Yeah, he's an annoying cunt. I don't like Tom Aspinall. Just get in there and fight, man. Who's he going to fight? The UFC is hoping and praying that he gets Alex Pereira. Of course. Because Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall, end of the year, MSG, November, would be cinema. Genuinely. It would be like GOAT of the sport versus potential heavyweight GOAT fight. A fight to the death could never happen in the West because of how many gay drag queens we have going around. Yeah, because those two things are related. You could definitely bet on that in Asia. 100%. I guarantee you there's some back alley brawls to the death you could bet on. Right, there's a bet going on one of them right now. I guarantee you. And I guarantee you it's happening on the streets of Bangkok, mate. Alex smokes Tom. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Tom would take him down and beat him up still. I'm not shitting on Tom Aspinall's fighting ability. He's amazing. And I know he was losing to Cyril Gane, but the fight was still in the very early stages, and I still think he would have taken over and won. But I think Cyril Gane's going to beat Alex Pereira, so it's not going to matter. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that. I think Topuria has a dodgy first round against Gaethje and then fucking flatlines him in the second round. So that's going to be, an obvious one. But then I think Alex Pereira ruins all of our nights by losing. Batman, I know. I said the exact same thing in my last stream. I said the exact same thing. But do you know what it looks like here? In real life here, mate, it looks like I've got just shading. It looks like I've added shading to my face. A lot of people have complimented me for it. Or they're complimenting me to my face and then laughing behind my back. Which is probably more likely now that I think about it. Tom smokes Alex. I think Alex looks well off in the sparring videos. I agree. He looks like a fat mess. He does. I think Alex Pereira is going to get outsped. That sounded wrong. I think Gane's speed is going to be too much. Genuinely. All of Alex's weight went to his fucking arse and fires as well. Machua, does Samoa still have a royal family? Machua, are you an island boy for real? You have more estrogen than testosterone, Frank. Nah, man, I still wake up with a boner. Which at my age is a hell of an achievement. You know, I still wake up pitching a tent. So while that's still going on, I'm not going to complain, mate. The thing is, yeah, even I might have a shitty beard, but you know what? Your boy's got mad game. So I'm still a catch. Alex going to be cutting soon, you reckon? He might have to. He might have to. I think I'd be very comfortable if I see Alex in there at about 230, 235. I might change my tune. But if he goes in there at 250, I'm going to be worried. Thing is, Connor, I've doubted Alex Pereira so many times. I picked Ankalaev in the rematch. Was so wrong about that. Bro, I'm not talking about having a boner. You can have a boner at 40, no problem. I'm talking about waking up with a boner. Because that's really when you know. That's when you know. You're a Pacific Islander. Man, I'm so glad to have such a diverse community. I'm so grateful. And you're one of the old fucking G's. I haven't seen Backrooms yet. Is Backgrounds a is Backgrounds a horror movie? He's rapper Nui royalty. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Mature grow up playing dodgeball with coconuts. That would explain a lot. Fucking hell. I9's in the building. How you doing, I9s? My fucking guy. What a legend you are, man. I've missed having you around here, man. How you doing? I'm glad to hear that you're well. Because you know what, I9's here. I've had no way of like contacting you. I've been planning on trying to DM you. And I figured out I don't have any DM information for you. I couldn't find out where the fuck you are. Shout out to Einanzi. I'm not sure if you're still active on YouTube or not. You had a hell of a channel when you were doing it. Hell of a personality. Your content was amazing. Shout out to my boy I9s. If you haven't subscribed to him, please do. And show the guy some love because fucking hell, what a guy. I'm so glad to see you're I'm so glad to see you're up and about, man. Brilliant. Eoj. Or is that Joe backwards? How you doing? I'm gonna just call you Joe. What's up, Joe? Yeah, of course. Of course you can ask me a hypothetical question. You can ask a hypothetical question about these nuts if you want, mate. I'll definitely answer. Yeah, I9s. I've been slipping with the lives recently, man. I only go live like once a week now, twice a week at most. I've been getting lazy with this. But I've been so busy lately, you know? So busy. How you doing, Ricky? What's good, my guy? Got hands of stone. He does. He does. I just don't think he's going to catch him. I worry, man. I'm being clear. I want him to win. I want him to win. I want Alex Pereira to win badly. For his legacy, for the fact that I don't want a French boy to win, and I want that Tom fight. I think it would be amazing. Nobody wants to see Gane versus Tom 2. Nobody. If you put Alex Pereira in a 20 by 20 foot room and 7 average American games are all trying to kill him, what number could he successfully defend himself against? 0. Genuinely. If they have any sense in their heads, they'll just rush him, drag him down to the floor, and absolutely stamp his head out. He might, do you know, I tell a lie, yeah. It depends on the circumstances, yeah. He might be able to catch one, potentially. But as soon as the first one drops, the rest of them are going to be on him. 7 guys, 7 average American dudes fuck him up. It's a scientific thing as well. It's just the pure weight of them. They just gangpile him and beat him up. We're going to say that they're all set to kill. If one person gets knocked out immediately, they will not cower and back away. I completely agree with you. I think, but that's nothing shameful to say. But 7 men, I honestly think 3 men, 3 or 4, maybe 4 would do him in as well. Legit. And by average, I'm assuming you mean like 5'9", 180 to 200 pounds. That's what I judge as average. They fuck him up. Legitimately. If two of them had sense, they grab his arms and the rest of them just weigh him in. People talk about UFC pay, but Alex is on 8 million a fight. It took Floyd 27 fights to get to 10 million. I mean, the game is different now, man. You're 100% right. You can make money now. But Tom Aspinall's not on a very good contract at the moment, and he's got 2 fights left. People, they will sit on him 100%. 100%. Alex has had 16 pro fights and lost 3 of them. It's crazy, I know. But Alex has done things the right way. He speed ran that shit. You gotta love him. Money's there to be made, especially these new contracts. I mean, they've got Alex on a fucking ridiculous contract. If you can line them up linearly, then you can KO them. That's the thing. If they just surround you and mob you, you're getting fucked up. Which fighter can it be historically could go the furthest in this situation? Ooh. I hate to say it. You'd probably have to go someone like John Jones. I was thinking like a John Jones or like a Ngannou or a Volkov. Ngannou maybe. Because Ngannou's a fucking unit. Ngannou's fucking massive and naturally heavy. I think Ngannou could chin out 3 or 4 guys. Maybe I'm underestimating. I think it would take 6 or 7 to take out Alex Pereira now that I think about it. I'd go 6 or 7. Back against the wall so can't get surrounded and start throwing heat, only way you survive. Exactly. It's all very circumstantial. If John would have fought for 30 million, it could have changed the game. He was never going to do it. Never. Crow Cop was a fucking killer as well. Prime Crow Cop was a fucking different animal. A different animal. Maybe Fedor. Igor Vovchanchin. I don't even know who that is, to be honest, bro. You're making me feel like a casual right now. But we're talking like the Fedors, the Volkovs, the Ngannous. You've got to be fucking big and powerful. Do you know what I mean? Like Volkov being 6'7" and that, you could just pop it. Big leg kicks. Big leg kick, one goes down. Smashes one over. Mind you, if Alex Pereira leg kicked, which of course he can, I think he could do 4. He'd do 4 or 5, I reckon, but 7 I think is a step too far. Blame John for everything, indeed. John Jones is responsible for every fuck up we've had. John Jones has ruined the entire timeline. The funny thing is yeah, John Jones is really managing to like redeem himself with this whole like UFC Russia stuff. It's crazy, man. Him making up with DC and everything is just mad. Madness. Not gonna lie, Poatan's power is overrated though. Most of his finishes are TKOs. He is definitely powerful, but nowhere near Ngannou level. Ngannou's got that. I was gonna say something really racist there. He's just got that, you know, that God-given sleepy power. But Alex Pereira does as well, to be fair. We're gonna learn a lot about how good Alex Pereira is when he fights. We're gonna really see when he fights some Gane, because Gane is no joke. I don't think his power is overrated, but I do think it's slightly oversold. My son accidentally broke the remote. Now I've got to watch on the iPad. Oh, fucking hell, that sucks. Connor, just get an app, bro. Get an app and run with it. Most TVs now, you can get a universal remote. So just do that, mate. Download a universal remote on your phone and get up and running. As long as you can turn the TV on and it's a smart TV and it connects to the internet, you'll be all right, mate. Because it connects through the Wi-Fi, you'll be A-okay. I've got to make sure I do my run tonight as well. What fight do you reckon you guys are going to be fight of the night? I'm sneakily hoping for a Joanderson Brito win. Sorry, for a Jordan Leavitt win. Slip of the tongue there. Because even though he's a zesty little fucker, yeah, I like him. Prates pound for pound has more power than Poatan. It's not a ridiculous thing to say. Prates is looking nasty. Tape all your remotes together and call it the Megatron. Oh, that is a fucking phenomenal idea. Yeah, man. Just get on the old phone, mate. And while you're at it, yeah, just get yourself on Amazon and get yourself a replacement remote as well. It'll be there by tomorrow. And if the universal remote thing doesn't work, you can get that shit sorted, lickety split. $9.99, mate. You'll probably get one for £7. It's a beautiful world we live in now. That's like saying a Ferrari isn't fast because of a Lambo. I mean, it's a really good analogy. Jordan Leavitt is woke. Jordan Leavitt is a fag, but he's our fag, you know? Ewo versus Tafa, fight of the night for all of 3 minutes. That's a great shout. Part of me kind of wants some Tafa to win because as much as his ground game is terrible, I like the fact that he's got himself in shape, you know? Wagwan! You get all the pum-pum. How you doing, Brand Gaming? What's good, my guy? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. And shout out to you, man. You've been someone who's turned up on a regular basis. Shout out to you, man. The card, by the way, for anyone who gives a fuck, is about to start. I'm going to try and hang out for as long as possible, but I've got about half an hour before I've got to do my run. You know, your boy's got his cardio maxing going on. So I've been running. I've been doing the Saitama One Punch Man fucking exercise regime. 10 kilometers of running every day and push-ups and sit-ups. Big man thing. IQ test for Iwo. Exactly. This is going to be how smart is he? Because if he grabs Tafa, he's going to beat him easily. But if he stands with him and tries to trade, he's a fucking mong. Watching the England friendly at the moment, UFC will be on after. Oh yeah, that's just kicked off, innit? I don't think England are going to do very well in this World Cup. I think the heat's going to get to them. I think they stumble out of the group stage and then they lose in the round after the first knockout. That's what I reckon. Can't wait for next Saturday. Are you, Brand Gaming, are you a big football fan, yeah? I love football, but international football doesn't really do it for me. I will say this, though. The World Cup is the World Cup, innit? We got to get hyped. England got Croatia in the first game. I bet they get a fucking draw. It's not going to be great viewing. England always flatter to deceive. The fact that fucking Gareth Southgate's going to go down as our greatest manager in the modern era is crazy. I can't wait for International Fight Week. Seeing Conor come back is going to be great. Until it's over. And then we'll all be talking about how he should have never came back. Autist, are you subscribed to Leavitt's channel? If you're not yet, you should. He's honestly, yeah. I don't say this lightly. He's a fucking sweetheart. He really is. He's just a lovely bloke. It's impossible to not like the guy. Is he zesty as fuck? Yeah, but we live in a modern era these days. He's a great dude. You're betting Senegal for the World Cup. I mean, they've been talking about an African team. An African team could do well because it's going to be fucking hot. I just don't think they're technical enough to win it. That's my issue. I don't think they're technical enough to get it done. Spain and France will just run rings around them. What is Jordan Leavitt's channel name? Fuck me, that's a great question. I actually don't know. Let me see if I can find it. I bet you I can't find it. Because it's not very... It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Give me a second, bro. I'm going to try and find it. It's not this. I'm subscribed to too many fuckers, mate. It's not that. It's not that. Oh, fucking hell. It's not that. Maybe it's this one. It's not. Why am I subscribed to Red Pill? I never watch any of his stuff. I'll check out that one. How many fucking people am I subscribed to? Jesus Christ. Bro, I legitimately don't know. I don't have a clue. I guarantee you, yeah. Look, here's the thing. He's not. Hang on. I'm going to solve this right now. Nope. Okay, I think I found it. Hang on. Fuck. Jojo Monkey King. Try typing in Jojo Monkey King. Hang on. I'm taking way too long to sort this out. Shit. Fuck, I can't find it. I think it is Jojo Monkey King. Nope. Fuck. This is actually going to piss me off because I think he's fully worth a listen to. I don't know why he's not in my I've got so many here that I just can't find him. Fuck, I don't know where he is. I'm sorry, lad. How old is the bro? How you doing, Jesse Napier? What's good, man? I'm an old cunt, mate. You're talking about me. Their team is crazy. You think so? Sir Jordan Drew. Sir Jordan Drew, you fucking G. Sir Jordan Drew. I'm very certain that's it. I got him. Is that him? Yeah, here he is. I mean, his YouTube channel, yeah, is really small yet. I'm going to send you a video of his now. He is a delight. Yeah, I got you, Caravaggio. I went back into it now. He is a lovely bloke. I don't know why the fuck. Hang on. I am subscribed to him. He does like book tier lists and stuff like that. He literally says nothing about MMA. I think he was almost ready to like deny it. When I asked him about if he was an MMA fighter, but he realized he couldn't and didn't want to be a cunt. So like he was really and we have little chats every now and then. We recommend books to each other every now and then. He's just a nice bloke. Genuinely, give the guy some support because he really is a lovely fella. Right, the first fight is about to be underway. What's up, lad? Watching from Sydney. Fucking shout out to you, man. I love Aussies. I've worked with a lot of Aussies in the past. Aussies and South Africans are the most fun people to work with. Fucking dudes. And it's especially amazing when you get them together. But welcome to the show, Jace. 100%. It's not really a show. This is more like just it's like a male support group for, you know, people who are autistic but haven't been diagnosed. That's basically what it is around here. But shout out to you, bro. The card is literally about to kick off. I'm probably going to hang around for another 10 minutes or so. Mr. Olympia, what's good, man? Good to have you back. Shout out to you. The card is literally about to take off. We have got 2 lab experiments in the cage right now. 2 women. Let's face it, they're not. Aussies are top lads. I swear to God, like working with those guys has been nothing but. You're a Kiwi living in Oz. I don't know if I've known many Kiwis, you know. Whereabouts in England are you from? So I grew up in southwest London, but I now live in Cambridgeshire. Because, you know, your boy made a little bit of money and then he got out of the hood. So I live in a nice house that overlooks a lake now. And I love it, bro. I live in the burbs, you know. I've had kids and stuff now, so your boy's just chilling out of the hood. Open the panel, bitch. JVD, I'm not going to be here for that long, to be honest. Where the fuck have you been, by the way, about open the panel, bitch? Where the fuck have you been? Have you got a kid on the way yet, you dirty dog? Shout out to JVD Media. Always good to see you here, man. Aussies are better than Kiwis, I've got to be honest. But I've not really known that many Kiwis, so I don't know if I can confidently say that. But I've always, I mean, it's the same fucking thing, innit? Potato, patata. I worked in NorCal for a summer trimming weed, and everyone there was from Australia or Ireland. I felt so at home. Aussies and Irish people get on like a house on fire. Shout out to you, Lane. We will enjoy the fights. I'm not going to be here for too much longer. I'll probably be here for another 10 minutes because unfortunately I've got to get my run in. But I will be back to kind of do like a... I will come back tomorrow to do like a review of all the card and whatnot. And I might do a panel as well. So JVD, if you're about tomorrow, DM me and pull up. Because it'd be good to have you back on again. We'll do a full like panel of just like talking about, you know, well, everything. As we always do. You know, it hurts my soul here to see two women here who are clearly more muscular than I am. Did you see Gilly? Which part? If you're talking about the fight, yes, I did. I'm not sure that's what I'd call it, though. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't even know where to start with that one. Oh, oh! Salsa's knocked her out! Goodbye. Wow. Wow. She beat the fuck out of her. That was a great start. Wow. Speaking of getting smacked. I don't know about Kiwis as a whole, but I hate city kickboxing fighters. I mean, none of them are real Kiwis, though, are they? That knockout was disgusting. Yeah, she pieced it all right on the side of the head. Oh, the kick was filthy. The kick was filthy. That was nasty. Right on the temple. She pancakes to the ground. Kick in the face. Oh, kick right on the chin. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta give fighters ratings when they, you know what? That's how you know someone's a truly vicious cunt. When they just kick someone square in the face. That was filth. Filthy! God, she's a man. Would any of you tap either of those two? Just question. Honest question. Don't be shy. Would any of you slip one on either of those broads? Because I'm telling you now, if you're answering yes, no judgment, but you secretly like men. People were saying Gilly fights like an Indian. That's very unfair on the Indian people. I only saw like a 30-second clip of it because what I understand is what happened here. Someone set the camera up, whoever it was, and then it fell down. I only saw like a little bit of it. Both, no problem. All right, fair enough. I guess you like a dick crunching minge, not one tornado kick. I mean, that's what kind of surprise. I mean, he had like this weird sort of crane stance. Last thing I need is a burning sensation when I pee. There are worse things to have. We've all been there. We've all had that nervous death march to the clinic. Let's not pretend like we've not all been there. We all have. What a win. Are England winning yet? Probably not. Oh, Harry Kane scored. What a surprise. 13 shots to 1. I think Kobe Mino is so overrated. Jarrell Quantz starting. Jed Spence. Rio's there. Why is Rio there? Alex Scott is there. This is weird. Ethan Nwanyeri is there as well. Okay. All right. Holy shit, these women are massive. Yeah, they are. They're muscled up, man. It really makes me feel embarrassed, man. I've got to work out more. I'm an embarrassment. I mean, I'm not tiny by any means, but fucking hell, man. I should at least have more muscles than these slags. And I just don't. Gilly kicked the camera on purpose. It was staged. It wasn't. The thing is, though, Gilly's like herpes, man. He just keeps coming back, regardless of the circumstances. Yeah, Gilly will never stay down. There is no level of embarrassment that he can go through to end him. Gilly is uncancelable. He'll always be around. He's like a virus, and I mean that with all due respect. The great thing about him is, yeah, he's kind of shameless at this point. He can't be shamed as well. He can't be annihilated. There's all talk of him doing a rematch here. That's never going to happen. I'll be honestly surprised if he put himself in that position as well. If I was him, yeah, I would just wait for it to blow over, which it kind of has already. But you can never talk about. If I was him, I would just stop talking about being a hard nut. Just never bring it up again, and people will forgive and forget. Because you can't talk about kicking ass and putting on a performance like that. But I do have to give him this much credit. Yeah, he went out there and did it. Of course, Dana censors Hockett by banning him from the upcoming White House press conference this week. I think that's a fumble, but the thing is, they need to keep this clean because it is very much about Trump and about the. It's going to be very American centric, isn't it? The last thing they need is someone talking shit. But then don't invite him. Then I told him I'd teach him grappling. He doesn't want to. Well, he's never going to. Why are there so many women on this card? Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think he's never going to acknowledge the fact that it was. There's always going to be excuses. I mean, I give him as much credit as I do denigrate him for turning up and doing something like that. It was like when he turned up against that. I keep forgetting that cunt's name. Parlay Prince. I know it's supposed to be Parlay Princes, but it's Parlay Princess. Turning up to some random cunt is really, really stupid. I mean, the guy could fucking shoot you. I don't see the value in it. Especially when deep down you know you can't fight. What are you doing? Big Juice. What's good, Juice, man? What is good? I just want to double check to make sure that there's no good fights on the prelims because I've got to run for about an hour here. And I don't really want to miss anything significant. Oh, do you know what? I might wait until Jordan Leavitt fights. I might have to wait for that. You're in London, right? I'm not in London right now. I'm very nearby though. I'm about 45. I'm 45 minutes away from London by train. I used to grow up there. Well, I grew up there obviously. So I was there until I was like 21. But I don't really go to London too often these days. It's a shithole. That pink sociopath. He is. Stay on. I'm not gonna. I can't stay on, man. I ain't got the stamina for it these days. I really don't. I really don't. Eddie Hearn is raping Dana White systematically. I don't think he is, man. I don't think that beef goes anywhere. South London, mate. Yeah, I grew up in a place called Clapham. I don't know if you know it. It's right near Brixton. Stone's throw from Brixton. South of the river, all day long, mate. You know it. You know how it do. But yeah, Vito, Eddie Hearn is he's not gonna do anything significant to Dana White. It's an embarrassing waste of time at this point. He's at SeaWorld with his cousins. That's fucking nice, man. I know, I used to, do you know what's funny, Tinos? I don't know if you know this about Clapham Junction. In Clapham Junction, yeah, there used to be a Blockbuster Video in the station. Clapham Junction station. It's an overground train. They had like a very small Blockbusters there. I used to work there. You just moved to Brixton, so you moved away from Clapham. Man, you must have some money to be living in Brixton. It's a very white area now. It's not that, Frankie. It's just Americans have the worst trash talk and insults known to mankind. Yeah, Americans are terrible at trash talk. Terrible. Very soy when it comes to talking shit. Went Peckham once for a music festival. Crazy place. Peckham used to be fucking ghetto. But nothing's really ghetto anymore. Everything's become gentrified. Like Brixton used to be like, I got robbed in Brixton twice when I was a kid. Just got moved to by some big kid. He was like 21 years old and I was like 11. Just got moved to. Got robbed in Brixton twice. Yeah, man. I'm not proud to admit it. Your boy gave up his lunch money. I mean, I was talking shit while I was handing it over, but I was handing it over. Peckham is a solid day out. Peckham is actually nice now. Genuinely. I'm not from South. I live in Greenwich. Rich boy. Aha, it's not, but it's cool though. So are you renting or did you buy somewhere? Yes, sir. I've been drilling a lot of wrestling for this comp. He's going against a Russian kid that you lost to 6 months ago by 1 point. Make sure he mogs him this time. There are so many women fighting on this card, man. What are they doing? Is this at the Apex? Fucking better be. It's not at the Apex, is it? Yeah, it's at the Apex. They have really put Belal Muhammad back in his place. Fuck me. Fuck you know. My mum grew up in the Bronx and was robbed by black guys in broad daylight when she was 7 years old getting bread for her mother. Did this really happen? Are you taking the piss? I've been to the Bronx. I quite liked it. And I've been to Brooklyn. I've been to is Brooklyn the black side? I've been there. Is it Brooklyn? Yeah, I've been to Brooklyn. That's why I said way too many girls fights. Way too many. The Bronx is soft. Oh, you go to uni in Greenwich. Greenwich Uni is all right. It's definitely a much better institution than it was when I was growing up. Renting, mate, could never afford a house. The one we live in is up for sale and the valuation is mental. Fucking hell, mate. What is she doing? I'm liking this hip shaking stuff. I want her to win. I want her to win. Let's see the bunda. Please turn around in 5, 4, 3. Turn around, turn around. Sorry, boys, just give me a second. This Dubin woman is ironing board. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. You lived right next to Clapham Common Station, didn't you? JPL, I've got a free house here in a couple of months. We're going to get all the boys together. If you can come down to where I live, I can get a cleaner hired and we can just get it done. That sounded wrong. We can just get the boys in, have a few beers and not worry about the consequences. Yeah, I'm making it up. The black guys in the Bronx have never broken the law and create a safe environment for all the children there and never target white people to rob ever. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. They got crackheads in England. Are you kidding? We invented crackheads, mate. Mate, the thing is, in the area that I live here, it's so fucked up here. So, like, I live in, like, a rich area, yeah, but literally a mile down the road is, like, crackhead lean central. It's crazy around here. Bare smackheads. You can't go into the city centre where I live without bumping into some glue sniffers. So I don't go anywhere near the town centre at all. Because I'm always with my kids and, I don't want to put, I don't want to be, How do you think Gio made it out unscathed? Did Gio grow up in the Bronx? I'm looking forward to meeting Gio in person, to be honest. I think it will be prime. prime streaming material. I'm not going to spend every waking minute with him if that's what he's thinking. But we'll definitely meet up and have some beers. We might even do one of those ping pong shows that all of you guys have heard about and dreamed about and never got to see. We'll bring some secret cameras in there and get it done. Wear like a tie cam. Pun intended. That was actually the reason why my mom's family moved out of the city and into the suburbs. That's the great thing about being white. You can just go, fuck this ain't working out for me, and move somewhere better. Best thing about being white. I don't like this anymore. Bye. Fuck, being white is awesome. I fucking love it. Gilly grew up like Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was amazing. He should have tapped that. All right, so we've got Jaisla Chavez, who looks like a tasty piece of meat, to be fair, versus some cunt who was shaking her ass up that there's no pancake. So we're going for the so Janesi Duben. Not the most attractive, I'll be honest, but at least she gave it a go. But her opponent is far sexier, so we're going to be rooting for her. So we're going for the tart in the yellow. That's who we're going for. I've got no money on this. I couldn't give a fuck one way or another. But we're going for, I mean, yellow tart looks all right. She looks all right still. Bit muscular for me, but never mind. Brazilian women are usually freaks. You get the quality play-by-play here, boys. What's the point in being white if you don't take advantage of it? 100%. But you know what pisses me off, Autist? Finally, when we were old enough to get a little bit of that white privilege here, it gets taken away from us. And now it's black this, gay that. Wheelchair this. Just when we were about to have our moment. Taken. Who got a link? Hang on a second, Juice Man. I'm going to hook you up because I don't give a fuck. I'm going to hook you up with something real nice. Juice Man, this is your link. Don't say I never did anything for you. There's your link. And the link is crisp as well. I guarantee it. I don't use it because I don't need to. But I'm gonna help my boy out. You know it. All right, the girl in the yellow looks crispy, and she's got the bunda. Oh, they're kind of, to be fair, yeah, these bitches be scrapping. Juice, Dana already got his money. You buying Paramount doesn't help him, brother. I completely agree. Fuck that. We can't even get US Paramount here. So if we sign up to Paramount, it doesn't give us UFC. It's really annoying. But luckily I get HBO free with my HBO UK, which is what it streams on now, free with my phone contract. So winning. Frankie, thoughts on US versus Iran? I'm not really that bothered. It's kind of pathetic, really. I think the US are just being bullies again. Just leave them alone, man. The fact that they're doing it to defend the small hat wearers as well is what bothers me about it. If it was for a separate reason, like you were jacking their oil or whatever, I could get behind it. But you're defending those cunts. Makes it all the more deplorable to me. Who do you want to win, though? Iran? I mean, what would an Iran win look like? Frankie Sheen. You know what? My dad looked like Charlie Sheen. He looked like Charlie Sheen in like a spooky way. Funny that you bring that up. Well, this fight has fallen off a cliff. But good to have you back again, Ernie Johnson. It's been a while since I've had a good argument, so welcome back. Oil prices are going crazy. When strategic reserves run out, we will all feel it. Yeah, I mean, we will for sure. But I mean, in the UK, we have leaned a lot to more towards wind power, so it will affect like driving, but it won't affect energy in the homes that much. Because the company that I'm with now, they use entirely renewable energy sources. So we've got a lot of wind turbines in the area that I live in, and they all do that. So the USA is in a process of signing a bill into law that gives Israeli access to our military technological systems. That's been going on anyway. I don't know why they're rubbing it in everyone's faces and making it official now. It's all a bit disgusting. There's something about Israel that just rubs me up the wrong way. They always have. At least if we were stealing their oil again, it could be worth it. Free them people from their oil and livelihood. Exactly, man. Exactly. You know, like freedom from the constraints of independent wealth. Is that San Diego? I can't believe I'm still hanging around here. I was only planning on doing an hour, and you guys have just. Frank, oil is needed for a lot of other things other than fuel, fertilizers, medicines, exactly. No, but no, I agree with you completely. But fuel is what they'll detract from first. You know, I don't think the reserves will ever be that low that they'll affect the fertilizer and medicine industry as much. I think the fuel industry is what's going to take the biggest hit. My mom is making a chocolate velvet cake right now, and shit smells phenomenal. Yeah, there's nothing like it's awesome having a baker in the house. Oh, baby oil. Yeah, that would be that. It's more of a problem than I realized. Oil prices are stable now because we have strategic reserves. Once they run out, the reality kicks in. I wonder how much reserves they've got. Correction, Batman, your mum is making me a chocolate. Yeah, now that Batman's mum is okay and making cake again, we can start insulting her again. My BWF. Uh, by the way, I haven't been saying anything about this fight, not because I'm not watching, but because it's shit. There's nothing to report on. Sorry, lads. There's a bit of arse jiggling, but that's about it. Nothing more to report on. I'm gonna go for a little run in a minute because I really do need to get my cardio in, or I'm gonna if I leave it too late, then I'm gonna end up going into the next day. And I've got this autistic need to keep my bars going. No, I don't have sex because gay sex is sinful. What do you think about Putin versus Ukraine? Do you guys recognize that it's far more about Europe, NATO versus Russia, and you guys are at blame, mainly Germany, but UK is so complicit, in my opinion? The thing is that if you do a little bit of research into it, I completely agree, Ernie, that it's about ground strategy. The fact that Russia don't want any country giving avenues into where their region is, they have every right to defend that situation. And Ukraine flirting with the possibility of joining NATO is a very big problem for them. It has nothing. I mean, the gas stuff is more of like a byproduct thing, but it is about where Ukraine are from a ground strategic point of view, because it leaves Russia very, very open if Ukraine falls in line with NATO officially. You know, so there are multiple reasons as to why Russia partook in this war. And I think most educated people in the UK understand that. But the majority just see it as like a big fish bullying a little fish, and that's what they can't get their head rounds. But there are very legitimate and strategic reasons as to why Russia have initiated this. And I personally agree with it. I do think they could have gone about it in a much better way, but they are defending their own values and their own lands. So I completely understand it. You haven't had sex in 9 years. Damn. Frankie, head to a gay bar. You'll get your endurance there. Yeah, from running, mate. Not from bumming every man in sight like you be doing. LA is dope, but too hectic 24/7. San Diego is calm and chill. Even the ghettos aren't that ghetto. I had a great time in LA, but there's always an element of I'm going to get stabbed any second here. Not stabbed, shot. Putin is 1000% to never trust NATO ever, never. Isn't Russia being banned from the World Cup and FIFA prejudices against them? I don't think Russia cared too much about that shit, to be honest. They were banned from the Olympics and stuff as well. I mean, considering how far Trump was up Putin's ass, it's a strange one. But I completely understand Russia's reasons for doing it. I do. And Ukraine are little tarts for NATO. They've been flirting with them for years. So this was always going to be on the cards. It's very similar to what China's potentially going to go through with Hong Kong to a certain extent. But China are going through the same thing as well. There's a few regions in there that they're going to have to strategically take over as well. I swear to God, I'm retarded. I was thinking of Taiwan. They're going to have the same issue with Taiwan. And they're going to end up aggressively taking Taiwan at some point or another. But how is that fair to the athletes? You're exactly right that I don't think Russia gives a shit about them being banned. The thing is, though, with Russia, yeah, even if it wasn't for the war thing, yeah, Russia have a very long history, yeah, of using performance enhancers. So they partially got banned because their athletes just keep popping. They are serial cheaters there. Frankie, I want to talk about something. Make it quick here, because I'm going to fuck off in a minute. Because I literally have to go and do my run in about 10 minutes. I was hoping to see Jordan Leavitt fight, but it's looking like it's not going to happen now. So why not start an OnlyFans? An OnlyFans of what? What are you hoping to see? That is a sequence of words that I never expected to string together. No, Ernie is not a pro-Ukraine guy. He sounds like a pro-Russia guy, to be fair. He sounds like he fully agrees with... Yo, but Batman, autist is not straight. Autist is gay. So it's 10 years of not sticking it in an arsehole. And I hope you know I'm saying that with all due love and respect, autist. Taiwan is a rich version of China. Taiwan is basically where all the people who didn't agree with communism fled to. They're called a lot of the KMT representatives moved there. So it was a lot of people that had built up personal wealth, and then when communism took over under Mao, they were like, "No, I'm not giving up my stuff," and they ran to Taiwan. It's purely a reason that US sport fans who don't care about politics still see Russia as the bad guy. It's about having it ingrained in us who are the bad guys around the world and who is number one. Mate, anyone with a brain in their nut, yeah, fucking knows that we are the bad guys. UK, America, we're the scumbags. You want to see those cute Irish cheeks? Bloody hell, mate. I don't blame you, actually. I should take it as a compliment. How you doing? Oh, what's good, man? You're turning up right at the end of the stream. The sexy yellow lady is taken over. Guys, my throat is literally given up. So I'm gonna have to piss off now. I'm gonna quickly have a look. I know that Dougie is gonna be on. He must be. Combat Casual's on as well. So is Argenti. Where is Dougie's? Where the fuck is Dougie's corner? Dougie's corner. Dougie's not on. Dougie's corner's not on. That is bizarre. I did not expect that. So Dougie's corner's not on. So I guess what we have to do is we have to head over to Argenti. Let's see how many. Argenti's got 3 people watching. Let's show him some love. Free watching, 181,000 subscribers. What country has the premium white women? Russia, Sweden, and Ireland. Dougie is traveling to Europe. You fucking what? He never mentioned that to me, the cunt. Yo, Frankie, your goatee is growing pubes. I know, man. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Sweden's top tier. Sweden, Russia. What kind of pace are you doing? I'm doing 5. So it's not too quick. It's like 5 minute, 30-second kilometers. It ain't great, but I've only just recently gotten back into it. Anyway, guys, much love to all of you. Yeah, like and subscribe as always. Yeah, Russia, Sweden, Ireland. Greek women are fairly sexy as well, but I wouldn't really consider them white. You know, they're more like, what would we call them? Olive. But I guess they kind of, but Russia and Scandinavia is up there. I would say Russia and Sweden's top tier. But if you want to get a good smash in, Poland. Sweden, it's not too much of a flight here. I might need a snow bunny. And apparently they're all down as well. Dutch women are fairly down as well. Do they like Italian mixed Arab? You probably do all right. Polish is underrated as well. Basically, you're spoilt for choice. Just, you'll notice, yeah, that nobody is saying England. Not one person has gone, yeah, British birds. Stay the fuck away from them. No one's saying Italian. No one's saying French. No one's saying English. So you can't go wrong with, like, if you want a Latina kind of flavor, go with Spain or Portugal. White women, I'd go with Sweden, Ireland, or Russia. Poland as an outsider if you want a dirty smash. Isn't Jake Paul's girl Swedish? I mean, I think she was all right looking from what I remember. I wasn't really paying too much attention. This is how you guys keep luring me back in, by talking about Snatch. You're very, very clever. Anyway, guys, I've got to go for my run now, or I'm not going to go for it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the card. I will be back tomorrow to react to this and to have a proper Sunday catch up, because I need to sort my shit out. So I will be back. Much love to all. Salutations. Head over. No, Irish women are genuinely beautiful. I'm not just saying that. And they're fun as well. They don't have these British attitudes. Ukrainian women will just move into your house and then take your shit. Irish girls got fat butts. Damn right. Irish girls been having the cake. They've been having the cake. Irish women been there. Anyway, guys, have a good one, man. I'm not sure who's winning this fight, nor do I care. I think it might be Chairez, but who cares? Boys, have a wonderful one. I'll catch you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy. Like the channel, and check out Mr. Argenti. Show the guy some love. He's lacking right now. He's got like 6 people in there. Show the guy some love, and shout out the channel as well. Let's steal some of his subscribers while we're at it. In a bit, guys. Peace.